Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Fractures of Reality. Flames of the Divine.
Got him.
Yeah.
I'm not the
Well,
only one! Victory is mine, bitch!
Well, technically you came in second place, but whatever. But anyway, so
medal's still better than a bronze medal.
that's okay, 6. So I reroll that. 6 again. Heaven. Wait, no, you weren't here.
It's-
Again.
It's the game telling you maybe you should do it this time.
Chaos.
Oh,
What happened last time?
well, last time, we were making our way to Pagos, and then we found out that we were being followed, and when we stopped to try and confront them, it turned out to be a bunch of undead boys who were sent by the God of Knowledge to kill CeeLo, because of course they were. So we had an epic battle, and we won, and that's basically it, really, as far as I remember.
Yep, that's basically it. That's literally all that happened last session. Okay, so you've all okay, so you've all rested up. It is now up. You've all, I believe, we sort of covered like the aftermath, the immediate aftermath afterwards. So now it is the morning after that fight.
Yay! I can sleep.
Yeah, you've all had a long rest, so feel free to restore everything.
And the Spear of the Woods would have also recharged because of Dawn.
Yeah.
Hey guys! You all see Rudy pause for a book and then slap it closed and say, I have had a revelation. Instead of attacking once in 6 seconds, I will now attack twice, doubling my effectiveness.
Talos strokes his chin. You know what? I think that might work.
I just realized I had this ability at the bottom of my sheet, and I was like, I can roleplay that out.
I never knew that Rudy was such a master strategist.
I don't know. This sounds like these newfangled strategies will never catch on.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think attacking only once is actually really good.
Yeah.
Oh, someone just has to be different.
Out of this
Yes.
entire group,
I honestly thought we actually leveled up.
No, I just noticed that was at the bottom of my sheet, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm the melee wizard subclass.
But yeah, I just wanted to have a laugh about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that sorted, is there anything the rest of you want to do before you get going?
I don't remember why, but I remembered that I was going to disenchant my Shadow Brand tattoo, so I'm going to do that.
Oh yeah, you were gonna give it to me.
Oh yeah.
It's to give Gregor some night vision because like he's literally the only person here who can't see in the middle of the night.
Except
And
for
Heaven.
Well, Heaven's
You should-
got that covered because he's got those warlock levels.
Oh, okay.
All right, then you should. Yeah, so you should still give it to me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna. You may So if anyone who's got the new dark mode switched on, you might want and a switch to light mode to this. Okay. So, yeah, Chaos. Yours is the one at the very bottom.
You now got a cool edgy tattoo. How does that make you feel, buddy?
Pretty cool. Would be a good tale to tell.
Well, not necessarily edgy. Chaos, why don't you tell us what it looks like?
Wait, what?
Gregor, tell us what the tattoo looks like when it manifests on you.
You can design
Magic
what the
is for
tattoo
everyone.
looks like.
Looks like a dragon.
Okay. So basically, like, well, where on your body is it? Is it your chest
Just-
or arm? Where?
Just on the back, I think.
Okay. So, like, okay, you know one of those angel wing tattoos that people sometimes get on the back?
Yeah.
It's that, but with dragon wings.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So, okay, so you now have 60 feet of dark vision, an advantage on stealth checks, and a once a day reaction to have any damage you wish.
It's really good.
Dang, thanks,
Uh,
Silo.
Yeah.
Okay. Other thing. The hammer you found last night. Does anyone want to attune to that?
What's it do?
Where's the sheet again?
I moved it to the magic items page. To the magic items folder.
Oh.
It's a Mace of Disruption, but in Warhammer form.
Gregor Talos, that's really you guys at this point.
What do you say, Talos?
Personally, I think it would probably suit you a bit more because if we do run into those guys again, and we most assuredly probably will at some point, having someone else who can lay down the hurt physically that can actually destroy them probably would be a good idea. I mean, my whole thing is just ripping into people with radiant damage, so you having this as a nice little backup wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, it would be good to have another source of radiant damage.
Not
How
only
much
that-
magic items do you have on you right now, Gregor?
I was gonna
You can only
ask
have
how many attunements I could have again.
You
you
can
can
have
only
up
have
to three. You can have up to 3.
Well, considering the other one I have is the Spear of the Woods and the Red Feather Bow. I still want to keep a ranged option, so I guess I could give the Spear of the Woods back to CeeLo finally.
My God.
Okay. So I will do some some quick. Okay, so in that case, deleting the Spear of the Woods from your sheet.
I am gonna miss this thing. Treat her well, CeeLo.
Oh, it's gonna be sold.
Yeah. So Silo. So just. I'm sure you already know how to operate the Roll20 item list. So just drag a +1 S1 spear into your inventory and relabel it.
Yeah.
Also, just as sorry to interrupt you, Neku.
Yeah.
I was going to say, just as a bit of an aside out of character, since you are still learning, yeah, Chaos.
Yeah.
A warhammer is a versatile. Well, not versatile, but you can use it one-handed.
Versatile.
Well, you can use it one-handed or two-handed. So
Yeah.
that means that if you have a shield with it, then you can keep your AC high while still using it.
Yeah. Or if you lose your shield, you can just switch to 2 hands and you'll get a bit more damage that way.
Oh yeah, I think the spear worked like that too, though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, yeah, it does, but Warhammer does a bit more damage.
Yep. Overall,
Right.
it's just a better weapon.
Yeah.
Then well, not to play into archetypes, but clerics are typically depicted with warhammers
And or maces.
or maces. Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks for the tips, though.
But yeah, just to
Okay.
give you that little bit of extra AC.
Hey, you. Hey, remember how? Hey, Silo, remember how those tattoos scandalized your dad, and now you've gotten rid of them all?
Yeah.
What? Once you're out of the city and he's not there to see it.
I know. It's like, wow, I don't need it anymore. I can piss him off another way.
I can piss him off by merely existing now because I'm being hunted.
There is that.
But everyone got everything they needed to get out of the way, or
I'm ready to move.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're all good.
all right, let's roll.
All right.
All right. So, once more, you set off down down the path, and some more weeks pass. As one. Okay, Silo, if you could make a quick wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm good at those.
And you would also be about relatively within 10 feet of Talus, so you get a +2. Not that you need it.
Okay.
Oh, I am actually good at those.
Yep. Okay. Yep. That'll do it. You needed to beat a 16. So, a couple different points. It's like you feel a bit of pressure on your mind, but you just push back. I can shrug it off. Go ahead. Roll Arcana to see if you can figure out what that was. You have felt a bit magic to you. Otherwise, you have no clue. Doesn't seem to have done anything.
Can I assume it was like a curse from the gods himself at this point? That seems reasonable to me.
I mean, that is an assumption you can make, but you do not know. Whatever it
Okay,
is,
that's fine.
Whatever it is, it doesn't seem to have taken.
I will make the assumption that gods legitly hate me now. So yes.
Well,
I mean, it's not a bad assumption to make.
Yeah. Well, in any case, in any event, eventually, well, you pull out of the forest forests and plains and start moving into grasslands. And off in the distance, you see a big cluster of mountains. And you pull closer, and over about a week, you get closer and closer and closer until Gregor, you guys read each side that Gregor you know quite well. The entrance to the Dwarven city of Pagos.
Would this be around the? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm just going to ask one more thing. Would this be around the time frame of where Hope would be able to get the bags?
Let's see. By your estimation, it should be one more week.
Okay.
A quick question though. How long has it been? How long has it been since I last was here? Like.
At this point, I'd put it at. Since you were last here, I'd put it about 3 months.
All right. Well, we made it, guys.
Yeah. So, for those of you, so for everyone but Gregor, you see, well, it's a Dwarven city, so basically built in a giant cavern in the mountainside. And it's like full of, like, it's got an enormous archway leading into the outside world. And it's very Dwarven, obviously. Like, the stonework is all very angular, very square. And like, yeah, everything about it just looks very solid to you.
rocks.
Lots and lots of rocks. Yes.
Ooh. Talus actually
So-
looks. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
The moment everyone you see that when you get to the gate and you see that's rather obviously a dwarven village, Talus's eyes almost surprisingly light up.
Gregor turns to Talos and says, "Hey, impressed, eh?
I
We
mean,
are-
this
we-
is. Sorry, go ahead.
We are the we do serve the goddess of wait, what was it again? Sorry.
Creation. Oh, nice job.
of creation. So we put a lot of pride into our craftsmanship.
Yeah, that's all well and good. I'm more interested in the fact that this is clearly dwarvish making.
Hey. Well, yeah, like even from here, you can see plenty of dwarves milling about. This is a primarily dwarven city.
Well, let's go explore a bit. I believe Gregor has some things he needs to take care of as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that map that you need to trade in.
Yes,
I'm
I
sure-
wonder. I wonder if the head cleric remembers sending me.
I'm sure he would, and I'm sure he can give us some proper direction of where those markings on the map are for.
Well, this is where I was told to go, so I will trust in Savessa.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and Temple of Svessa, you got it is by far the biggest building in the city. Like you guys can see it even from the entrance. It's right in the middle of the city.
Well, feel
Is
free to
that
look
it, Gregor?
around. Well, feel free to look around. I have some business to attend to.
Alrighty. Can I read any of this writing on the walls and such? Or can I read where I need to go anyway? Or would I just be wandering around the city for a while?
It's in all streets. It's very much a Quebec situation where all street signs are written in both Dwarven and Common.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I want to look for a smithy.
Okay, well, I guess we'll be starting with you then.
I know Gregor is doing his thing, so that's why Celia will be doing that at that point.
Yeah. Well. Okay, you know what? We'll start with Gregor because that's probably the one that's going to take the longest. Okay, so Gregor, you make your way to the temple.
So I just knock on the door.
It opens up. One of ours. Basically just this receptionist, like this very old, decrepit-looking old dwarven man, and opens up and one of ours. Come in.
Yes, I'm here to see the head cleric. I was sent here about 3 months. I was sent on a mission about 3 months ago.
A pretty long time to spend in the field. Come in. I'll tell him you're here.
Is there anywhere I can I can sit?
There's a waiting room. There's it's a pretty big place. There's plenty of places to just wait.
All right, so Gregor just waits.
And then after about 15 minutes, big building, they probably had to find him. Eventually, you see the head cleric of this temple, High Smith Derek, running over. Gregor, my boy. See, you've returned. I trust your mission is successful.
Yes, I have collected. I've collected the map. Apologies for taking so long.
No worries. I know these things can go off the rails. Bring it here. Sure. Actually, no. Somewhere a little bit more private.
Understood.
Yeah. So he guides you to basically just a quieter room in the back. Okay, so show me.
Gregor shows him the map and explains how like the river just like how it just lit up on the river.
Oh, that'll be a sacred sight indeed. All right. Let me see. Okay, that'll be in the valley. Okay. So he lays a finger on one. That one will be in the valley itself. Yes. As that one. And then he lays a finger on another one. That one. He points at the one in the south. That's in Nakaki Thalassa. It's going to be we're going to have a burr of a time trying to get there. And the Nakaki Thalassa, like you dimly are aware, is colloquially referred to as the Sea of Monsters. I'm sure you do not need to be told why.
If I may ask, I was informed, but I was informed that this map would help defeat this deity, I think, called Ishak.
And
do you know anything about that?
I do not, but if that is so, it would go it would go to explain why our mistress wants it unlocked. You aren't quite aware what this map leads to, do you? Were you?
No, I was only told to bring it here.
Okay, well, okay. Each of these locations, here's in the Valley of Life and Death. Here's in the sea to the south, and then this. You lays a finger on like a place far to the north. That's the Chill Spire. Hidden behind deadly tricks and wards in each of these places is a key. All three of these keys are needed to unlock a certain vault. We're going to need to discover the location of that as well. Inside that vault, well, the old legends don't say, but they do not specify, but they indicate that hidden within it is Sylvester's greatest treasure.
I see.
Yes. I do not know what this treasure is, but but the legends certainly made it seem like something that could be used to save the world, or whatever it is you're up to.
Yes. Well, I trust that I trust it'll be essential given how I was sent to collect it.
Indeed. Well, maybe it'll become clearer once we know what it is.
Indeed. I guess so. I suppose I should start looking for these keys now.
Yes. And you, I think, you should, and also, I will comb through our ranks to look for clerics whose discretion can be trusted. Perhaps we may be able to provide you with some greater assistance. Now we know how important this is.
That would be great.
Yes. And now, but tell me, where did you hear, or that it would be so essential to defeat to your task?
Well, after I collected the map, I was contacted like ethereally by an angel.
An angel of our mistress.
Indeed.
What was her name?
I don't remember.
Out of character, it was Marielle.
All right. I believe her name was Marielle.
Marielle. Not one I recognize. Of course, I don't. Of course, I do not know all the angels under our mistress's command, but I will see if I can get into contact with her as well. Get a handle on what exactly is going on, and that we are so needed.
I'd like to contact her at some point to let her know that I have successfully delivered the map.
Well, prayer at an altar will usually get an angel's attention.
Yes.
Well then, if you wish to do that, then you better get to it.
Okay, sir. I assume we'll be in contact again soon.
We will, yes. Okay.
So Gregor thanks the cleric and makes his way out.
Yeah. Okay, and we're gonna pause on you for a moment there, and I guess we'll go do Silo's thing next.
Okay.
Yeah. So Silo. You find a smithy pretty easily. Like the merchant quarter of the city. It is the one nearest the entrance. And it's because because that's what all the tourists go for.
Metal.
Yeah. Okay, so you find a smithy easily enough, and
Cedarwood
and
building.
And I haven't been able to upload the picture of this guy because as Roll20 is being weird about uploads this last few days. But so I'm going to put this picture of this smith in the Discord chat.
Okay.
Yeah. So you come across a dark-skinned dwarf with a lustrous black beard and a pretty impressive mohawk.
Scylla will smile as she gives him a wave. Afternoon, sir.
Afternoon. Come in. You're new in town, aren't you?
Yes, we just arrived today, actually.
Interesting. So, what can I do for you?
Well, I've been taking pretty much a beating last time. My armor's not doing so well anymore, so I was hoping to get some light armor. Get something made. Something pretty easily to made.
Something made, huh? And better than what you're already wearing, I assume.
Hopefully. She just gives like a smallest chuckle at that.
And he takes a good look at what you're currently wearing.
Scylla looks away a bit like shy. She's trying to put up a front.
We have all the standard armor, but well, if I may be able to do something a little bit special for you. You came at something of a decent time. Now, tell me, do you know what a pharaoh serpent is?
I had no idea. She
Now,
smiles.
I'm not surprised that as they don't really come above ground at all. They're a really big snake that that eats metal ore. They burrow around in the ground and they just and then just eat any metal ore they come across. And that metal ore makes their scales incredibly hard and durable. Now,
Okay.
they're they're rare enough that I don't happen to have any of their materials on hand, but I have heard that one has recently claimed an old mine, and as its territory. Now, I could make you a pretty decent set of armor if you were to go sneak in and collect one of its shed skin, or if you were to slay the beast and take its hide that is currently in use, I could make you something truly spectacular.
Alrighty, I'll go talk to my party and see what they think about it. I trust you'll make it rather quickly then when I get the hide, though, right?
Oh, it shouldn't take too long. Once I get it, give me a few hours.
Okay. Well, I'll be back shortly then, mister. What mine has it been in? Is it the one that I've seen a sign for in town?
Well, to get to the mine and go and you just go north and look for mine. Which one was it again? He roots around and pulls up like a newspaper with with basically yesterday's date on it. Mine 20, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'll be
one
poking
of our
my.
micro mines. Yeah, this will be something special.
I'll go poke around those mines then. I'll be back shortly.
All right. Yeah.
And with that,
So
Philo will head out.
yeah. So some of your choice. You can slay the beast and get the best armor, or you can just grab one of its shed skins and get pretty good armor.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So next, Heaven. And is there anything you wish to do?
I did state in the chat that I was just gonna go look around for some dancing work.
Okay, yeah, you find that you do find that decently enough. And when you you end up say around here, and go ahead, roll performance. You just find a decent tavern to dance in, and okay, you get. Oh, pretty good roll there. You get 15 gold.
Sweet.
Yeah. And while you're at that, you hear a familiar voice in your head, right as you're getting done. Oh, I see you've made it to Pagos. It is his voice, yes.
Crap. You've been awfully quiet.
Well, there's just not been much. Well, there's not been not been a ton. There's not been a ton to do lately. You've been taking your time, which I won't rush you. Perfection does take time to craft, but you've made it to Pagos now. In case you've forgotten, and the woman I asked you to meet lives here.
It really has been a long time out of character.
Yeah.
What was the name of the woman?
And her name is Felicia Sin. And
oh yeah,
her image shows in your head once again.
So, no, Heaven knows she can't back out of this, so she decides to play along. Any idea where I should find her?
She, in I believe, well, judging by the noise she'd been making, well, if I know her, she'll be living in the deepest, darkest corners of town.
I see. I guess the tattoo is some sort of proof to let me
Yeah.
through.
Well, that was not its purpose, but it will serve. Yes. And okay, so you go. So I assume you go looking for that.
Yes.
Okay, so your search leads you over here, and you yeah, your search leads you all the way over here.
Out to the outskirts, to the edge of town.
Yeah. Coincidentally, you note as far away from the local temple of Vienna as possible.
Decide not to brood to think on it. Heaven begins to look around for Felicia.
Wait. You look around, and your eyes, like almost guided by someone else, almost settle on a door with a spider engraved on it, hidden and out of way. A regular passersby would never notice it. And you never would have noticed it yourself, if you weren't actively looking for it.
I guess this is it. She then knocks on the door.
In a in you knock on the door once, nothing happens. You knock on it again. This time, it opens a crack, and a short dwarf with like dark gray skin just opens the crack and just peeps out. What do you want?
I'm looking for someone. A drow woman.
Who are you?
Let's just say I'm an associate of the same boss.
Like eyes narrow in suspicion. Roll persuasion.
Oh.
19. Okay, so he looks around and says, "Well, don't say that shit in public, girl. Oh, what are you drags? Kind of amateur you drag into this? Come on in."
Heaven follows.
Yeah.
Trying not to roll her eyes.
Yeah. And as you get in like, you see that someone has clearly tried to make this house look like look like it's like they're living a wealthy lifestyle. Like, there's elegant. There's like drapery that looks elegant, fine furniture, or like all that stuff. But it's all worn down. But it's all like worn down and battered. Like someone is trying to live a luxurious lifestyle, but just doesn't have the money or resources to keep it up. She's in the back.
Evan nods and heads to the back.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So. As you walk into the back, you see Felicia sitting on a batter. She's got the back room set up almost like a throne room, and like yet it's a fine, also real battered throne. She's sipping on ipping on a goblet of what you recognize to be fairly cheap wine, and like as you get close, like her hair is clearly dyed blonde and not at all very well. Like for one thing, she forgot the eyebrows.
Well, someone must prefer blondes. Heaven thinks to herself. Because she doesn't. Felicia doesn't hear. It's just a thought.
Yeah, I get that. So, who are you, and what do you want?
Heaven removes her hunter's coat and shows her the tattoo. I believe we have an associate.
I see. Then the a similar looking tattoo actually sort of just slithers around her neckline, and for a moment, if he has sent someone here, then I assume the plan is in motion.
Heaven looks around. As it's been a while, but you mean the plan to take out Vienna?
Like the moment there, like a look of absolute disdain flashes across as her face when you say that name. Indeed. She like not bothering to get up from her quote unquote throne. She claps her hands. Gundabad and the Dwergar from her that let you in. In comes earlier. Yes. Bring it forth. And he bows to her and says, "At once." And it had so it will now. I was able to complete the specification, but only recently. And killing people quietly is actually a little bit difficult in this place. And the dagger will work, but at present it only has 2 souls. It will need 5 souls to have the desired effect. But once done that, and combined with the other components in the ritual, this weapon will be able to strip a god out of their immortality.
Heaven's eyes widen. So it is possible.
And as I understand, it's been done before.
Really?
Hmm.
Do you know of who was the target? I'm fairly new to this.
Clearly. Like, you, like, you don't, yeah, like, go ahead, like, ancient history isn't important. And you just, You just do as you're told, and you will receive your reward when the time comes. And it's like great. And she flashes. One moment while I roll something real fast. And she flashes a passably charming smile all in your direction.
A what? I missed that.
She favors you with a passably charming smile.
Heaven gives one in return.
Roll charisma.
Ouch.
Yeah, like this whole place is creeping you out. So like the best you can. So like and so like you try to make it a charming smile, but like you clearly come off as being kind of scared. Huh. Oh, I get it. You're new. You're nervous. Don't worry. And she actually gets up and just pats you on the shoulder. Just follow my lead and everything will be all right. Go ahead and roll insight.
You buzzed for a minute. What did you say?
Okay, Felicia gets up and just pats you on the shoulder. You're new to this, I can tell. Everyone's new sometimes. Just follow my lead and everything will turn out all right. And she just pats you on the shoulder. Go ahead and roll insight.
All right.
Hey, this woman's weird.
Out of character? Yes, she is.
And and and, but and then rings for, and then the dwarf comes back in. All right, the dagger, and he holds it out to you, and you see a dagger with a silver blade, with a hilt that resembles a demonic head and wings.
It gives off an intrigued look. Fascinating.
And our master, and as our master has directed, it is yours now. It can, it currently holds 2 souls within it. You will need 3 more.
Curiosity. Do we know who the 2 souls are in this interesting artifact?
Who cares?
Oh, well, you never know. I'll be.
I may. I just told Gundabad to make sure it was people who would never be missed.
Ah. And I get to have a choice on who to kill with it.
Well,
say a very corrupt merchant who is pissing me off, and I really want to slit his throat.
And she pats you on both shoulders this time. Anyone you want. I can tell we're going to get along great. I'm not even making. I'm not even going to make you roll deception for this. As you are hitting all the right buttons for her.
With a nod, Heaven takes a dagger.
All right. And the moment you grasp it, its full capabilities become unknown to you. Although, you are not automatically attuned to it. This is what you've got.
I can feel its power. It's almost overwhelming.
We have been working on this weapon for decades, my dear.
Heaven grips the dagger, pulls it out of its sheath, and examines the blade. And this will get rid of the imposter goddess.
It will strip her of her godhood and force her to mortality. After that, well, stab her with that again, and then and make and use her soul as fuel.
Heaven is impressed. Even if she is acting, she can't help but admire the look of the blade. I'll be sure to use this wisely.
Wisdom is for clerics, my dear. Use it as you see fit.
Oh well, I just want to make sure I don't screw up. After all, this is a very auspicious opportunity.
Indeed it is.
Heaven then puts the dagger back into its sheath and places it in her bag. I'll keep it hidden from my travel companions. They don't know
Of
what I'm up
course.
to.
Well, if all else fails, how many do you have?
Let's see. I have a total of 4 companions.
Well,
5 technically if you include the familiar.
well then, you get and you can use 3 of them and still have 1 left over. You're spoiled for choice.
I am. Well, I best take my leave. If I'm gone too long, they'll start searching, and, well, we don't want to invite trouble, do we?
No, of course not.
And Heaven then, curtsies using the jacket as like when you grab a skirt and you curtsy. She does that. Well, I best take my leave, milady.
Of course. As you leave, if she's doing the hate to see you go, love to watch you leave gaze.
Wait,
Oof.
what? Okay, damn, what?
And it means she's checking you out.
Does Heaven notice?
Roll perception. Yeah, yeah. Like she's not being super subtle about it.
Heaven sees this and playfully winks at Felicia before she steps out.
Roll charisma. Hmm. Okay. Moving on.
Heaven makes her way out of Felicia's hideout, and I'd say she gets a pretty good distance. Like, about here, making sure
Yeah.
she isn't followed.
Yeah. And yeah.
Be-
Incidentally, you do know at this point you're pretty sure Ishak isn't actively watching you unless you actively call upon him, or unless he actively calls it upon you.
Yeah, but now having you, she shudders at the thought of that woman checking her out.
Yeah, like yeah, like you're pretty sure you were basically just alone with a psychopath.
Yeah. She then thinks to Heaven thinks to herself, if she had scales, she might have been appealing. It might have been fun. Deciding to put that out of her mind, Heaven speed walks around town trying to find her companions. Where the fuck are those guys? I really
Okay.
need to find them. Yeah, she's disturbed.
Eh, 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 oh well, okay. Hey, so
Meanwhile, throughout all this intrigue, Talos
yeah.
and Rudy are
Meanwhile,
just
throughout all
outside.
this, it's Talos. So I think we'll do you next.
Meanwhile, through all this, Talos and Rudy have just been playing tiddlywinks while waiting for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, so Talos. Throughout all this, was there anything you wanted to do?
I mean, Rudy would have gone with CeeLo just because it's a big city. She could get kidnapped.
Okay, that's fair.
Am I Princess Peach?
Yes.
Fuck.
She is your Mario.
No,
She is
wait.
Princess Peach.
Wait. You're not yet, because Rudy is too good to let you become one.
Okay.
That's true. So in any case, well, so Talos, was there anything you want to do in the city, or are you just paying?
I would say generally Talos seems like he's actually kind of enjoying being in a city for once. Like he's he's relatively sticking close towards CeeLo and Rudy, and like
Okay.
generally talking up like any of the vendors who that is curious to him. Usually it's weapons and armor that
Yeah.
curious him, and
Like,
he's if they're dwarven in nature, he specifically speaks dwarven.
oh, huh. Well, the vendors are happy happy to chat you up. Like like especially like, do you buy anything?
Nothing that really comes to mind. I guess if I had to say one thing that Talos was looking for is no, he's
Well,
genuinely not really looking for anything.
well, yeah, like I don't mean like any kind of big purchase or anything. Just like, like, do you buy any snacks? Do you buy anything to resupply? Anything like that?
Let me look at my rations. Yeah, he buys like about 20 worth of rations or so.
You get a discount.
Because he speaks Dwarvish.
Yeah, he's so relieved to have. He's so relieved to have a tourist who actually speaks the language. No more obnoxious. No more obnoxious is people who come in and insist on speaking common.
I don't even speak Dwarvish, and I live here.
Get dunked on. Anyway, screw you guys. That's prejudice.
But yeah, while Talos is buying it, he just says, honestly, I always admired dwarves while I was in the valley. They seem like the one civilized race that had their heads on straight compared to everyone else.
And none of those fancy none of those fancy elves or those lazy halflings or those things are those boring humans.
Plus, you gotta admit that the weapons aren't half bad by you. I mean, just the hammers alone.
we we know our hammers, and is although like taking a look at the Acheron blade that's just that I assume is just like belted at your side.
Obviously,
we are a bit behind. We are a little a bit lacking in the swords department, though. Where'd you get that one? It's a good one.
Ancient ruins. It was sticking out of the side of a cliff I climbed down.
Yeah.
It has this funny little property of when I'm near death's door, it starts glowing and it starts hurting really hard.
Oh. Oh.
Part of me thinks that the weapon might be alive.
Ooh.
But not alive in the sentient weapon sort of way. You've always heard stories about swords that won't shut the hell up.
And I cast my band back to the other half of our campaign, where my character now actually has a sword that talks.
Oh, the sword that Heaven had that actually shut up to the point you guys forgot about it?
Yeah, that one. But yeah, Talus is just kind of slightly engrossed, and he's just kind of looking around while he's making how much is like 20 rations with the discount.
Yeah, and I assume you just like load all that onto the cart.
Yeah.
Like these are some big city street. You can bring your horse and cart in here easy.
Yeah. Load it up, obviously.
Yeah. Well,
At this point, we're out of rations, right? Sorry.
I don't know what your ration situation is like. I only know my own ration situation.
Tyler's like, fuck off, Heaven. This is my food.
I mean, you've got the Wanderer eater, so you barely even need to use your rations.
Still, you never know when you're stranded and you need them.
Yeah.
Still, I should probably buy fresh rations.
Well, if you're new in town, you should catch a shock ball again.
But yeah, Talus hears that and he says, "Oh, please tell me it's exactly what I'm thinking it is."
Roll. I guess roll intelligence to see if you even know what that is. Not really. Okay, so you know that game they play above ground. What was it? Soccer.
I've seen it now and again.
Okay, so it's like that, but the ball electrocutes you if you hold on to it too long.
That actually sounds rather entertaining.
The mortality rate has been so boringly low this season, so let's hoping for a better game tonight.
I'll see if I kind of tune into it. But again, so yeah, 20 rations cost.
Okay. I dropped a die. Where'd that thing roll off to? Yeah, I'll find it later.
No, fuck it. It's about 100 gold.
Yeah. Well, with your discount, it's 50.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, so, circling back. So I think with that we'll leave off with you and Rudy. You're just sticking with CeeLo, right?
Well,
Sorry. Lick thumb, turn page.
What an impactful action.
All right, same old business. So in that case, Gregor, we'll circle back around onto you.
So where does the praying happen here again? I mean, I'm assuming Gregor would know.
In the chapel. I mean, in the chapel is the traditional place, which is like right here. But there's plenty of altars just scattered around if you need to eat a quick emergency prayer.
Wait. So mark it again.
I just put you there.
Oh yeah, okay. Gregor just heads there and finds the nearest altar.
Okay. So, what does your prayer consist of?
Dear Angel Mariel, I've made it back to the Temple of Savessa, and I have delivered the map, and I am seeking further guidance.
Like you just hear like and in the back of your head you almost hear the sound of someone scrambling. And like, yes, I'm here. Like her hair looks, and like in her vision, her hair looks just a little bit messy, like like she just woke up or something. And like, you get the sense that you interrupted her in whatever the divine equivalent of a morning coffee is.
I apologize for if I am interrupting anything.
No. Oh no, man. So, you got the map. Excellent. And I assume you know the next step.
Yes, the keys, right?
Yes. Okay. Once you have all the keys, don't bring don't bring them. Do not bring them back. Here, or Sylvester's trying to keep this secret.
I see.
Yeah. Which is very unusual for her, but
If I may ask, what exactly is in the vault that will help us?
In her most powerful artifact ever.
I see.
Yeah. It's dangerous to say a more, but you'll know it when you see it.
I understand.
Yeah. And well, I can't control how long you're going to take, but sooner rather than later would be best, because things up on the celestial plane are getting unstable.
I will try my best.
Good. The Witch Queen broke the one big rule and brought someone back from the dead, and now tensions are flaring up.
She brought someone back from the dead?
Oh yes. I mean, we've always known her for a rule breaker, but this is, well, let's just say this might start a war.
So I see it is an urgent matter then.
Yes.
Well, I need to speak to the head cleric we're gonna get more. He's planning on getting more clerics to help out.
Well, make sure that they're discreet ones.
I will relay this information then. The discreet part, I mean.
Good. Good.
Okay, well, I thank you for your guidance.
She nods. And you find yourself drawn back to the mortal realm.
Well, this just keeps the plot continues to thicken. Gregor's gonna try to find the head cleric again.
Okay, like he's like in the middle of looks like he's drawing up a list. What did she say?
Well, I can't say much, but she says that she asked me to tell you to make sure that the clerics you find are discreet.
Okay, good. So, okay, so, I've written down the coordinate. I've written down the coordinates. It's as best as I've been able to determine them of each location on the map.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, how you're going? The Chill Spire will be the easiest to find, but very likely the hardest one to actually get to because it's in the frozen north. The Valley of Life and Death. Well, if memory serves, you've been there before. You know what it's like.
Indeed.
And then there's the one and in the sea, and I'm afraid I can tell you nothing about that.
Well, this is an urgent matter.
And so I figured, but well, every map we have just shows that part is water.
Certainly sounds troublesome. But we'll have to find a way.
Indeed.
So, what clerics do you have in mind then?
I'm still vetting them, and it's clear Mariel wants secrecy, and well, secrecy has never been Sylvester's strong point, unfortunately.
Yes. But we were just gonna have to try our hardest.
Right.
In the meantime, maybe I should try to regroup with my with my party. Try to.
And you're sure you can trust them, yes?
Yes, certain.
That's good.
Okay, well, I'll speak to you again.
All right. Hey, blessings be upon you, child.
Thank you, sir. And Gregor makes his way out.
Yeah. Okay. And all right. So, where do you all meet up?
I say right from the merchant's quarter.
All right.
The moment you guys meet up with Heaven, she looks extremely pale. Like paler than what should be considered healthy.
What's wrong, Evan? Did you eat some of the street food that didn't agree with you?
I think I may have provoked a possible future date.
Oh, congrats! I'm rooting for you.
Never expected that from you.
You may want to change your tune once I tell you who she is.
Oh, she. Well, fair enough.
Now that Yashak isn't there and Heaven made triple sure that no one from whatever order is listening in, she relays what went down to her group.
Yikes.
I know, right?
And you thought it was a good idea to wink at her?
Well, I couldn't exactly. He showed disgust. That would make more trouble.
And hang on, you're certain that Ishak isn't listening right now, right?
He doesn't seem to talk unless I call on him, which I am not.
Oh, good. Well,
Okay,
that's good then.
because I have some sensitive information to discuss.
Heaven double checks to make sure Yashak is not listening.
So once we're sure that we don't have any other eavesdroppers, Gregor informs the party of the new quest.
So, what is this new quest?
We have to go to the 3 locations on the map and collect some keys, and we got to do it fast, or we might have a little bit of war going on.
Oh, fun! Oh, fun!
And we and the angel Mariel made it very clear that we have to be discreet.
Okay.
Right.
I trust that I trust that I can trust all of you with this information.
Look,
You
if
are
it's
giving
going
us
to
a
be-
lot of trust there.
I know, but we've traveled a while together now.
Yes, we are very trusting. There is
Still gives her
defi-
best merchant smile.
there is definite trust there.
And I'm sure none of you want war.
You can trust
Still
us
gives
on
her
that.
even gives even a bigger merchant smile.
I prefer to do
Oh dear, I've doomed us all.
I prefer to do the other thing instead of make war.
I don't know. There's a lot of money in war.
look,
Blood money.
Either
All I-
way, we're going to need those keys.
Oh, you're talking
Talos-
about this game?
just as Talos was thinking for a moment, it's like, oh yeah, that's right, we grabbed one. That didn't we?
Yeah.
Wait, that's one of the keys?
I don't know. It's a key.
Where'd you get it?
We found it on
Places.
our way back to my home.
In the valley?
Yeah.
Oh, that may be it. One of the keys is in the Valley of Life and Death.
Then
where
I
Morris
try.
points
Then
out that's-
I trust this is the key that you are looking for.
Well, Rudy says the key, so I believe her.
Well, I mean, we can check with. I do need to speak with the cleric with the head cleric at least one more time because he's finding us some help. He may be able to verify for us, but if it is, then that's 1 out of 3 done.
Wait, so you're asking me to hand you this key?
I mean, you can come with if you want.
I'd rather come with. This is my key.
Do you not
Okay.
trust him?
With my key? You're asking a lot for a man who barely just gave me a spear.
You ever gonna let that go?
I will never let that go.
Look,
Rudy pauses for a moment, and there's a brief look where she turns away and says, "Oh, I see. You all did not get the joke."
And Talus raises his hand and says, I got the joke.
Did you laugh internally?
I mean, I got it. I just
I never said Rudy was good at jokes, guys.
But yeah,
You can trust Rudy to have the best jokes.
oh yes.
Goodness.
But yeah, Talus just sighs and he says, "Look, what matters to me here is that if there's some kind of war between the gods on the horizon, then I need to stop it because the last thing I need is for my home to be destroyed again, and for that devastation to spread to the rest of the country."
Yes, so we
And Grimace is at the.
Yeah, go ahead.
Grimace is at the almond blade in her hand. As Talos says that.
Then I suppose it is in our best. Then, like I said, it may be in our best interests to find these keys. We need. It's an essential part of stopping all this.
Very well. Let's go and go back to the temple then, Gregor.
All right then.
As you guys are doing that, Talus seems like he keeps eyeing something like a sign.
Tell us, Heaven.
Yes.
You guys coming?
Heaven looks at Talos.
You can all go. No, he wasn't eyeing up Heaven. He was looking at like a sign on a street.
Yeah, but you both are mighty suspicious, so that's why she asked both of you.
Talus,
Why am I sus?
You're always sus.
I'm the most extroverted of the group.
Oh yeah,
How am I?
Talus says, "There's actually a small place here I wanted to go and quickly visit just to get my thoughts in order.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not going to be going off doing anything suspicious or anything. If I was, you'd be able to pick up on it right away."
Well, you act like I'm always all-knowing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're about as all-knowing as Rudy is, so he just kind of shrugs.
Rudy, that means I'm smart as you. How does that make you feel, Rudy?
Part of me dies a little more each day.
Well, Rudy never pissed off the god of knowledge. directly, at least.
I don't think I directly pissed him off.
Rudy just
Heaven,
Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just making an out of character joke of Rudy literally just pulling the "I'm dying a slow, painful death" just in general.
Yeah.
Eh, s- Speaking of slow and painful debt, Heaven looks gestures to the almond blade again. And I have to figure out if I should attune to this or not, though knowing Yashak, he probably wants to make sure that I actually attuned with it.
You need not make that decision right now. Just keep it on hand to keep him satiated.
I really hope you guys are finding a way to get me out of this.
Besides finding a way to get my hands on that man and rip his head off.
I'm waiting on a phone call.
What's a phone?
What?
I don't. What do you mean phone? I said I'm waiting on a sending.
Oh,
Geez, I need to get my ears cleaned out.
that's weird. I was trying to heard some kind of weird, like, device of some sort.
But yeah,
Then
as I was gonna say, sorry. Talos pats Heaven on the shoulder, and he says, go with everyone to get to the temple. You'll be okay."
so Talus, I really do. Heaven then looks to Gregor. You'll vouch for me, right, if something goes off?
Don't worry, you can count on me. I mean, I did trust you with this with this super sensitive information.
And I
So
trust
got
you with some and I trusted you with some super sensitive information.
yeah. So we got friendship friendship insurance.
You already used up mine. I'm sorry.
Are you talking to Heaven or Gregor or CeeLo?
I'll let you two decide that one.
CeeLo, I found a book you might like.
What is it?
It's called An Elven Love Story.
I love stories.
The first sentence made me think it's one you will particularly like.
CeeLo would try to take the book.
Rudy hands it to her.
Okay, she opens
line
the page.
reads- The line reads, "They call me Ishmael."
No. What the line actually reads, and I'm only going to say this once because it's the line is, "And that was the day I lost my virginity."
Damn it, I must know now. How?
Rudy
CeeLo
cracks
just
a very brief smile and then goes back to reading.
But yeah, Talos just says, "But as I said, I'll catch up with all of you in a moment."
Take care, Talos.
And I'll say just to wrap that up, when everyone goes on their way, Talos takes in a deep breath, sighs, and makes his way over towards the Temple of Vierna.
Oh wait, guys, we gotta kill a worm. I forgot to mention that.
A what?
Yeah, we're going to the mine shaft next after Gregor's thing, so we're gonna kill a worm real quick.
Easy enough.
As in the are you talking about like the bug worm or the lizard worm?
Yes, that's all she knows.
Talos just kind of waves it off and he says, "Easy enough."
Okay.
But yeah, to wrap everything. Well, to wrap up Talos' thing, he's heading to the Temple of Vierna.
Is that all?
For Talos at the moment, yes.
I guess we head to an inn.
Oh, I thought the session was gonna end.
Edward.
Where? Where'd you
You're
go?
muted.
I muted a while ago, looking for that dice that went missing. So do you want to do this now, or do you want to start next session with it?
Next session.
I'll do it next session because it's literally time at the moment.
All right. In that case, that is where we will end off our session.
Oh. I blame Gregor for this.
Why?
You just seem like a person I would blame shit on, so it just has to be that way.
All right then.
Celia like enjoys Gregor's company purely out of the fact she can bully the shit out of him for no reason.
Yeah. So, fun session?
Oh, yeah. Thank you all for coming. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Good night.